The DXY was playing tricks on us yesterday, huh?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm glad I didn't even trade yesterday at all. I got to even press a single trade. I didn't even scalp nothing because, like you said, it was just playing around. All right, so let's go ahead and start off over here on the Forex 5 minute chart. So, like I said, this is like an easy find on for you to find setups. Like I'll start with here before I actually start looking and plunging through pairs over here. So first, I'm going to start off with USD because that's the New York session is about to start, and those are the pairs that I want to look for first. So, and I see a lot of potential trades coming. So, Forex 5 minute chart, AUD USD, we have upper danger zone. It's a yes. So, we'll put AUD USD, AU, upper danger zone on the 5 minute. And then keep going. Let's see what else we have. No. Yes, we have GPUSD at the upper danger zone as well. I'm expecting like almost all of the USD pairs, well, not all of them, but most of them to be at the upper danger zone. So upper danger zone, 5 minutes. NAS 100, that's another one that we have that is at the upper danger zone. So NAS 100, 5 minute time frame, upper danger zone. What else do we have? No. I've never traded this, and I don't know how many brokers actually offer this, because I know that my broker doesn't. But we can go ahead and try that. Just take a look at it. Why not? Just to be this versatile. USD CZK, and that's at the lower danger zone on the 5 minute time frame. All right. Again, this is another pair that I don't have, USD Huff. You could take a look at that. I'm just gonna look at one of those pairs that I've never seen or traded. USD Knock is another one at the lower danger zone, but again, I don't have that on my broker, so I'm not gonna look for it. What else do we have? USD, like a lot of these pairs that are exotics for the USD, you could take a look at those, but I'm not personally, because like I said, I don't trade it normally, nor do I have it in my broker. But I do have oil, which is WTI Co USD, and silver and gold. They're all at the 5 minute upper danger zone. So silver, gold, and oil are all 5 minutes at the upper danger zone, right? And so go to here on the Forex 1 hour chart and just confirm those. So USD, and then now I'm going to be looking over here at the arbitrage, because over here on the 5 minute, I was looking at the apocalypse, as you can see right here, and you have a guide right here that basically tells you everything. So apocalypse, upper danger zone, apocalypse, lower danger zone, and arbitrage, upper danger zone, and arbitrage, lower danger. So that's all I look for necessarily when I'm looking for these types of trades for my intraday setups or a day, because even though they could be intraday, they could take as long as 1, 2, maybe even 3 days to play out. So on the Forex 1 hour, come to USD. So AUD USD on the 1 hour. So yeah, that's a confirmed upper danger zone. So I put a check mark next to that. Brent crude oil, that's oil as well, so same thing. You could put a yes to that. GPUSD, that's a confirmation that on the 1 hour time frame, it's also at the upper danger zone. NAS 100, same thing. It's at the upper danger zone. Although I don't really trade NAS, I like SPX 500 better, but that might give us. I'll still look at both. USD CZK right here is at the lower danger zone. What else? What else do we have? What else do we have? Oh, tacos. I totally forgot about tacos. USD Mexican. This is a pair that I trade for sure, and it's at the lower danger zone. I forgot to mention that. I didn't even see it, to be honest, on the 5 minute. Maybe it's not there yet, but that's at the lower danger zone on the 1 hour time frame. Come to the third page. Oil, gold, and silver all are at the upper danger zones. So that's good confirmations. All right. Let's go to our second pair or second currency pairs. Or not second, but you know what I mean. AUD pairs. AUD. So no. GA is at the lower danger zone on the 5 minute. So we're having better luck this week than last week, looking through the filters, so that we can go and just target those. LDZ, CAD, AUD CAD looks like it's at the upper danger zone. It is at the upper danger zone, 5 minute. What else do we have? AUD NZD. And obviously we already have, well, AUD USD is just is just like we already mentioned that already. AUD NZD is at the upper danger zone. All right, come to the 1 hour time frame. Make sure those are confirmed. So AUD CAD confirmed. AUD NZD is confirmed. GBP AUD is also confirmed. Oh, it looks like Euro AUD as well. Oh, like I mentioned, it was going to be at that, so I forgot to even write that down. Euro AUD, 5 minute LDZ. Check mark. Go ahead and mute you real quick, Danny. But if you have a question, you can go ahead and ask me. Come over here just to make sure EA on the 5 minute chart. It's not showing. It is, like I said, it might not show on EA because it's not necessarily all the way down there, but it's close enough, so we'll still look at that. Let's go to NZD pairs. I have the sniffles a little bit. So AUD NZD is the only one so far that we've seen, and that's what we already have written down. So let's go to the 1 hour. Same thing, NZD. AUD NZD looks like it's the only one. NZD, I don't trade these, so I'm not even going to look at those. Oh, NZD USD looks like it's at the upper danger zone on the hourly, so we'll take a look at that. That might actually have some confluence as to what I want to trade. All right, let's go ahead and look at GBP on the 5 minute first. All right, GA, we already have it down. No, 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 no. What about no, nothing over here. GP Hong Kong. Hong Kong, you could trade that if you want. I'm not gonna look at it. GJ and GU are at the upper danger zone. So GJ, I mean, overall, GP pairs, I'm just a little iffy about. I mean, JPY pairs, I'm a little iffy about them right now. But I still will take a look. Danger zone, 5 minutes. Okay, come here. Likewise, GA, we already have that. GJ confirmed. GU, we already have that. Okay. What else have we not got? Oh, euros, of course. And then euro, last but not least. No, 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 no. Yes, I don't trade that. Yes, euro F, I don't trade that. No, yes, I don't trade that either. No, 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 yes, I don't trade that. No, 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 no. And yes, for your JPY, that's what I wanted to see. Although, like I said, I'm a little iffy about trading JPY pairs right now. 5 minute upper danger zone, and then come to the 1 hour time frame. Put in euro. No, 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 yes. We already have EA. No, 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 yes. I don't trade that. No, 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 yes. I don't trade this. Euro JPY. No, 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 yes. So Euro JPY on the 1 hour apparently it's not set up, but we'll still take a look at it and see what it looks like. But everything else is no, no, no. All right, so based off of what we have on this list, let's go and look at the charts now. So I'll go ahead and even get rid of these. All right, so let's go take a look at AUD USD. I'm pretty sure it went pretty bullish this morning, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Let me bring this a little closer. All right, so AUD USD. First and foremost, I just want to acknowledge how the price is currently looking like it's overbought on the 1 hour time frame. And I do see this potential sell. I do see this potential sell happening, especially since the RSI line is so high in the upper danger zone right here. So this is a trade that I do want to look for to start setting up for the sell. But ultimately, nothing on either of these charts look like price wants to go bearish just yet. Let me go on the 1 hour arbitrage. And so first things first that I would want to see to make me start looking for this as a good sell, I mean, yeah, as a good sell is for price to break through the compass line and the RSI line, and then of course, break through this RSI line, retest it, and then drop. That's what I would want to see on AUD USD to happen. Don't think it might happen. I mean, it should happen. It should, based off of how price has just been bullish. Let's go on the daily time frame to check out what the trend is. So yeah, like I said, we could just see how bullish AUD USD has been for the past couple of weeks. So since for the 14th of April, it's been buying. Well, it did come and retrace a little, but it's been buying and it's just been going bullish. And it's come to this 2 deviations area, which I'm expecting price to relax over here. I'm expecting price to slow down and then end up dropping. If I would have traded this yesterday, I'm pretty sure that I would have taken the L because I would have wanted to sell. But like I mentioned, I'd rather wait for the 1 hour to set up than anything. I already know the 15-minute is already like calling for the sell or setting up really nicely for the sell. Well, not nicely, but it's already starting to come down. It's already crossed the momentum line. It just has the compass line to break through to start looking like it wants to sell. So, and I'm just like, just waiting for the 1 hour might be beneficial. I mean, between where price is currently at to the RSI line it's currently 72 pips. So if you want to take that risk and get into this sell early, which I wouldn't recommend, honestly speaking, unless you're using a scalping strategy to get into a swing, which I might look for actually, then you might want to just wait for price to start showing signs of bearish intent. But other than that, there's nothing on here telling me to try to sell AUD USD, so I'm not going to look at it. Well, I mean, by what I mean, I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to like focus on it. So let's go on to GBP USD. I'm pretty sure it looks the same. Yeah, GU looks about the same. Mostly all the USD pairs kind of look the same. Price is currently at this 2 deviation spot. I'm expecting price to drop. I like where the RSI line is at. But of course, like I said, nothing's showing us that price does indeed want to fall. I wouldn't want to just buy when price is this high, just rather wait for price to start showing confirmations for me to sell. Look on the daily time frame to see what the overall trend is, and it looks like this is bullish. So GU finally has broken through this RSI line. So what I'd probably want to see is for price to drop down to retest the RSI line to continue going higher. But the upper danger zone is already so close to price. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of an iffy daily time frame, but I'd rather see this happen for a price to continue going bullish. But on an hourly, let's see how that looks. Actually, daily time frame. My nose is running. All right, my bad. I was blowing my nose. Did not need anybody to hear that. But anyway, so what I could potentially see happening on GU is for price to come back to retest this RSI line to jump up on the daily time frame, because I couldn't just see that and not speak on it. Because like I said, I like going to the daily time frame to check out what the overall trend is, and if it matches up with the intraday trade that I'm looking for, then I don't mind taking it. So we have this bullish push up. I kind of want to retest. We also, I mean, you could see that this is a whole resistance that price came up to and stopped at. So that's another good thing I want to see price reject off of to come and retest this RSI line. So going back to the 1 hour time frame. I just want to see exactly how low that arrow that I drew comes down to. All right. So yeah, that actually looks really solid, because this arrow that I have is basically, if price does decide to sell, the lower danger zone will match up to right here. So that actually is good confluence for me wanting price to come back down and then keep climbing up. So that's pretty solid to me. I'll just be looking at this overall, but in my opinion, this isn't something that I want to be like. I want to keep my undivided attention to. I mean, if you want, you can try to take it. You could try to sell it from up here and take it from the top. I'm pretty sure, like on a 5-minute time frame, the arbitrage is calling for the sell. Yeah. So if you want, you can. But personally speaking, I just, like I said, I want to see confirmations telling me that, okay, this might want to start selling. Because from here to the RSI line, that's how many pips? That's about 78 pips, 80 pips. Bye, baby, love you. Okay. So that's about 80 pips from this high right here to the RSI line over here. You could trade that. You could trade that by all means, but there's like, unless, like I said, you want to probably look at the 5-minute or the lower time frames to be able to find that, because this is probably where the 1.25, 166, that's probably where the RSI line is at. Let me see. So from here, oh, this is 30 pips right here. 80 pips. Yeah, if you want to look to sell price all the way to the 3 deviations right here, which is where the RSI line is at, by all means, because the 5-minute time, small time frames is calling for the sell on GU, but like I mentioned, I like the 1 hour time frame to try to like find intraday trades. So yeah, that's just me personally. So GU, not going to really I'm not really going to focus a lot on it. Let's go to NAS 100. Before I continue, is there any questions?
Hi, Abdul.
Hey, Danny, what's up?
Yeah, it's great. I'm just wondering, will you maybe making some video what you sent before talking about your scalping?
Oh yeah, I never
So
got
maybe this week we can accept that.
Yeah, no, definitely the actual scalping video. I'll post it up. I'm gonna record it maybe today, tomorrow. The one that I had recorded last week of me just back testing, I'll go ahead and like try to edit that real quick and post it up as well.
Okay.
So you can see kind of what the process looks like.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm personally right now in catching small pips in every trade, building my account. So this.
And that's as long as.
So if this has a room, for example, in GU for 30 or 40 or even 80 pips, that's fine by me. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and record that later on.
Yeah. I like what Audra is doing with the scalping. For Roy's thing, it's a little bit maybe too aggressive for me because you need to be on the chart all the time. So I just wanted to see what are you doing and how you are doing it.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I'll go ahead. And like, it's not that like I'm alert to the charts. Like I have the charts readily available on my computer, but it's not that like I'm like really focused in on the charts. You know.
Yeah, that's me personally. I like that because I don't want to spend all day in my computer. So.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. All right.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for interrupting. Keep going. Yeah.
No problem. No problem. All right. Any other questions? Any other questions? No. All right. Well, then I'll go ahead and continue with Mr. NAS 100. So we had some bullish movement on NAS 100. That doesn't surprise me one bit. And I just want to show y'all how literally the NAS 100 is back up at where it started dropping when this whole COVID-19 stuff started happening. So technology, as long as it's doing good, I guess the U.S. indices will do good. So, but it's just pretty bizarre to me how just in a couple of months, or let me see exactly how long. So it took price. So between here and here. So it took price like 24, almost a month to drop down by a lot. Like not even a lot, like a lot. So from this day right here all the way to down here, it took price about 30, like one whole month to drop about, what is that, 31%? Yeah, like 31%. And then from the low to the high, it took price 62 days, or no, 65 days to to be up 45%. So that's kind of interesting to me, first and foremost. Like, I have my opinions on that, but that's just, it is what it is. It's an opinion. But people made more money off of this COVID-19 than we actually think. But obviously those who knew that price would rebound like this, because I didn't think price was going to rebound. But if I would have followed the bands, then hey, I would have known. But anyway, so prices came back up on the daily time frame. I personally don't want to even try to sell this right now. There's no signs of any selling going on. But I also don't want to buy when price is back at basically its all-time highs, because that's just kind of counterproductive trying to buy when it's this high. I want to see if it does start to show any bearish intent, that I'll sell. So with that being said, check out the 1 hour time frame. Once again, we have prices up at the one deviation up here. I want to see it reject from here, especially since it's showing that it's overbought, and start to show me that it wants to sell. So I just want to see this drop right here. Not necessarily looking for it, but let me see what SPX 500 is doing. About the same thing. Just have the RSI line is a little different, but it's basically the same thing. Price went a little bullish. So don't necessarily want to look for any sells as of yet. Just going to stay away from the US indices until later on. So that's on US indices. Like, I don't want to sell them, or I don't want to buy them or anything. Price is already spiked up high enough. Want to wait for a clear sign of a reversal, because as we've tried multiple times selling SPX 500, it still keeps going higher. So we'll wait and see what happens. Let's go to USD. Like I said, I don't trade this pair, but we go ahead and look at it. So on the daily time frame, USD Corona, I think this is the Czech Republican currency. I forgot what it was actually, but it's been selling on the daily time frame, just like how tacos have been selling. And on the 1 hour time frame, we could see that it's oversold. So it's already like the markets have already moved a lot before New York session, which apparently market loves to do so much nowadays. But I still want to see price start to show some bullish intent to start going higher and actually buying. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. Czech Republic Corona. There you go. Perfect. Thank you, Danny. I'm going to go ahead and mute you, Edison, but if you do have any questions, go ahead and let me know. But yeah, I definitely want to see price start to show some bullish movement. I do see that it's showing that it's oversold, which is a good sign to me. I might actually start to look for like I said, I want to see some bullish price action or something like that to try, or confirmations to try to tell me that price is buying. But other than that, I don't really want to look at this. It just doesn't look like something that I wanted. Like I said, just like how AU, GU, and NAS, I'm not really necessarily paying attention to them. Yeah, I'd rather look for something else. So let's go on to gold, XAU, USD. You have to be picky and choosy of the trades that you want to get in so that you can find the highest probability of success, right? So gold, for instance, I love what I'm seeing on gold. We have prices been consolidating up here, and prices just at this RSI line. So one of two things could happen here, and this is, like I said, this is the type of trade setup that I want to look for. So actually, I might pay attention to gold this morning. Look at me, but I want to see gold break through this RSI line, retest, and then keep selling down. Now, if gold doesn't do that, I won't be mad because it's at the RSI line. So it could just be retesting this RSI line right here to keep going bullish. And according to the daily time frame, let me delete all of what I just drew. And according to the daily time frame, that's probably what it looks like it might be doing, because look at right here, you see that price came at this RSI line on the daily time frame and jumped up. It just was riding on it and jumped up. So if that's what gold wants to do, then I'm okay with that. If it doesn't sell right here and it keeps going higher, then I wouldn't have a problem trying to buy gold when it creates for it to create a higher high, because overall I still think that gold is going to keep going bullish. I want it to sell, especially with the way how the RSI line on the daily time frame and on the hourly is set up, but it might not. 15-minute time frame, I'm pretty sure it's already made a sell call or anything like that. Yeah, right here sold, retested, sold back a little bit, broke through, retested for the buy, went up. So it's just consolidating for the most part. On the 15-minute time frame, you just see consolidation, but hourly, want to see what's up. I definitely want to see this drop, but if it doesn't, then hey, this might be a good entry for a buy. If I were to get into a buy for this trade, realistically speaking, it'd be like this. Let's just say if I'm buying it right now. Probably right here. And that's a lot of pips. That's 104 pips. I don't like trading. That's why I definitely don't like buying at these types of areas, because that's about 100 pips. Gold could do that real quick. But if I were to buy this, and the price came all the way up to 1765. If we're looking for buys, which like I said, I do think that gold will buy, then I want to literally come and take it all the way up to this upper danger zone right here. I mean, not upper danger zone, the 2 deviations. But again, this is a very volatile pair. I don't even care for gold like that. If it does end up buying, like how it's still showing that it is, then yeah, this could look like it's a very solid entry for a buy. I'm not really caring for the sells. If it calls for the sell, then sure. In fact, what I'll do is I'll actually set it up for the sell. Short entry and create. All right, so if I do get a sell alert on gold, then I'll alert everybody. But like I said, as far as I'm concerned right now, I want to look for buys, especially how price has just been respecting this RSI line and it's just been climbing up. So that's for gold. Like I do I see it just continuing going bullish and creating higher highs. There's nothing stopping it right now. Like you got the buy right here. It's just been consolidating in this whole area right here. Between here and here is where gold has just been consolidating at for the past like basically month and some. So want to see what happens. If it breaks through, sure. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really crazy overbuying right here, but I do see the possibility is there for sure, especially on the 1 hour time frame. If I get the sell signal, then hey, maybe I'll sell it, but not really caring for the sells. All right, so just go ahead and remove all this, keep it clean. But if price continues just respecting this RSI line, I don't blame you for buying. Any questions?
Bro, what kind of indication will you look for if you were to buy it?
To buy gold?
Yeah.
Well, right now, realistically speaking, we already have like all of my indicators that I have. Like I have the level pro right here, and it's showing me that it's still showing that it's bullish. I also have my arbitrage Z. It's still showing that it's bullish. It never really came low. It showed that it possibly did want to sell, which let me zoom in so you can see it a little better. So you see how the cloud over here, it was showing that this is red. That's when price did come under the ground zero right here, and then it did drop a little lower. So that was telling me that, okay, price might sell, but it never did. So like I said, if it just continues to respect this RSI line, I'd be more inclined to sell. I mean, I'd be more inclined to buy. And if it did cross over the RSI line, then I'd be like, okay, let me get out of my buy. That's like what, like 20 pips that you lost. Yeah, I'm okay with losing 20 pips for like a safe, just to be safe. But yeah, gold first, I don't really see it selling. I do want to see it sell as much as this looks like a very good sell setup. But if it keeps respecting this RSI line, then yeah, I can't sell. I just can't do it.
Huh.
Does that make sense?
All right, got it, bro. Thank you.
No problem. And a good stop loss for a buy in this situation, I personally would put my stop loss probably at, I hate how low these wicks come down to, but that would just be to be safe. Yeah, I'd put it like around 1726, 1725 maybe. But all I'm looking for is like an alert to tell me that, oh, get out of the buy, and then I get out. I would even wait for my stop loss to get hit. As soon as this would tell me, oh, get out the sell, then get out the buy, then I'm out the buy. Like easy. Like as soon as I get that down red arrow, like I'm out of there. I don't care if it's gonna be a fake out or whatever. I'll just get out as soon as I see it. Because there's no need for me to lose 100 pips or anything like that when I could just lose 20 pips and be out of the trade safer. But yeah, 1725, 1726. If I were to get into a buy right now, that's where I'd put it at. All right, let's go look at some silver. I think silver is showing the same thing, kind of. Yep. So silver looks way better than gold, realistically speaking, for the drop. Although it's doing the same thing, it's just right. It's been riding off of this RSI line ever since it called for this buy down here. It came down, retested, climbed up, and right now it looks like it's doing the same thing. It's just riding on this RSI line. So we'll wait and see how this plays out. None of these indications are telling me that price wants to buy. Go on the daily time frame. And silver just skyrocketed, showing that it might be overbought up here. So maybe we'll get some type of retracement. But as of right now, price just looks way bullish to even think about that type of stuff. That's why I love the daily time frame, man. It usually plays out really good. Like you could have taken this. You could have taken this sell. Boom, ate all that. Taken this buy, ate all that. But anyways, silver looks like it might start to drop. I like seeing that the daily time frame is showing that it's overbought. So could watch for this. Like I said, it's same thing as gold. If it does call for the sell, I'll go ahead and set that alert. If it calls for the sell, then by all means, sure. Short. If it doesn't, then I'd be inclined to buy here. And likewise, if I were to buy, I'd probably put my stop loss at 17.98 or 17.97. But that's if I were to buy right here. I'm not really too much of a fan of buying as prices this high, but if price continues to buy, then why not, right? Man, I haven't really seen any pairs that I like so far. Let's go to GBP AUD. If I see a pair that I like, it'll be easy to know. So GA oversold again. It keeps dropping, like I had mentioned on Sunday. So, I mean, I keep saying this over and over and over again, but as long as GA doesn't do it, I can't really get in it. I still wanted to buy. Still hasn't called for a buy out of all this. 4-hour time frame still looks like it's going lower. Daily time frame still looks like it's going lower. So I can't really say that I want to get into a buy, but I don't want to sell down here either. It just seems counterproductive to me to try to sell down here when price is already this low. I'd rather just look for a buy. There's way too many other markets that could be trading, or you could like scalp it if you're good at scalping type of stuff. But price is showing that it's oversold right here, so I'm expecting price to start showing some type of retracement. Maybe it'll just come back up here to the RSI line and then drop again some more, which it does. If it does, then hey, that might be a good sell entry. But I want to see price break through and at least start to come back to the upper danger zone, personally speaking. So for GA, not really interested in it as well. Wow, who would have thought out of all these, gold and silver is what I'm looking at. AUD CAD. And of course, if you want me to look at any pairs for you, you could just type it in the chat. I'll take a look after I'm done with these other ones. AUD CAD, it looks like the AUD pairs moved a lot this morning. CAD came up. It's at this 2 deviations. It's showing that it's overbought. Daily time frame, I'm sure it's extremely bullish. Yep. Even the RSI line on the daily time frame is up here. So yeah, on the daily time frame, AUD CAD was extremely bullish. It's still showing bullish intent. I like seeing the overbought sign because that might mean that price might start to slow down to retrace. Which, if it does, again, the 1 hour time frame, that helps out tremendously for it. If it does just stop right here to start to drop from up here, we're showing overbought to the RSI line. It's about 40 pips. So, I mean, if you want, you could be like how like right here it just showed that it's when it's overbought. You could sell right here and try to possibly take it down. We had the little fake out. I would have wanted a break through the RSI line, retest, and then price to drop. So we might not get the sell on AUD CAD this morning either. A lot of these pairs, they move in London session, man, even when they're not supposed to. But hey, it is what it is. AUD NZD, I'm pretty sure it did something very similar as with AUD CAD. Yep, it did go bullish, but it's starting to push down. So this is a good sign. Although, again, I don't like how it looks. I don't necessarily want to sell this. Right now, this market is for scalpers. But yeah, potentially, I don't know if the AUD is really going to slow down because it's just been having mad strength lately. But I want to see price come to this RSI line, then see what happens after that. But other than that, don't really care to look at AUD and ZD. I'm pretty sure your AUD and looks the opposite. Yep. So your AUD as well. It looks like it was setting up for the buy, but there's no indication that price does want to go bullish. Daily time frame, it's been selling. It's been selling like crazy on the daily time frame. So just kind of want to be patient and wait and see what EA does. I don't want to sell it when it's all the way this low. I mean, yeah, I really don't, because price could just go bullish from here. But definitely don't want to sell EA this low. I'd rather buy it this low than sell it. It gives you a better risk to reward type of thing. But I'm just going to be patient on EA. Yeah, guys, right now, as what I'm looking so far from what we've looked at, I'm only liking what I'm seeing from gold and silver. It's kind of weird. I probably would scalp this morning, honestly. Let's see what else. What else can we look at? GBP JPY. GJ looks kind of exactly, well, not exactly, but it looks kind of like GU. It's just been bullish up here at the 2 deviations. Yeah, none of these, all these pairs, they're not ready for me to get into anything. And obviously, as I mentioned last week, Japanese yen, the Japanese economy is not doing good at all. So we would see bullish movement on the Japanese yen, and you can see that it's just been buying. If you would have got in on this buy right here, which I probably would have because it broke and retested, I would have got in right here. That's a solid 290 pips right there. But shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? I'm not really trying to buy GJ right now. Although on a daily time frame, I think it's just caught for the buy. Yeah. We didn't get a retest, so that's probably even more reason why, because I've been paying attention to GJ a little bit. If we would have got a retest and then price continues up, then hey, that looks better to me personally. But other than that, don't see an opportunity on this either. Don't really care for it. Let's go to Euro JPY. Probably looks exactly the same as GJ. Yep. Went bullish. Still going bullish. Don't want to trade it. A lot of these pairs just are, when they want to go one way, they're really going one way. Especially with the Japanese yen pairs, they're just going bullish. I wouldn't even try to sell any Japanese yen pairs right now. Try to just get a retracement and continue buying until you start seeing like clear daily signs that it's like, oh, on the daily time frame, it looks like it wants to drop, type of thing. But yeah, that's all I have right now. Is there any pairs that you guys want me to look at? Any special pairs that I can go take a look at? USD CHF, I'm still looking to sell this, although it's playing games. I'm still looking to buy this though. I don't like necessarily how the bands are playing out right now. And especially the way how this wick price came and just came up and it wicked almost up here. But I'm still looking to kind of buy this. It's just this morning on this bearish candle and then the push back up, it just kind of messed this up. But I still do want to buy this. I haven't entered into this trade yet. Thank you for sharing, bro. I have to make a move first. See it. No problem. Thanks for joining in. Euro USD, kind of the same thing. I wanted to buy it, but I wanted to sell it, but price ended up still going bullish a little bit. So, just waiting and seeing my move. I got this alert, and then like literally the next candle after, price just went bullish. I'm like, oh, okay, well, never mind. I'm not gonna get it to myself, which I'm glad that I looked at it, because that's just, I don't want to just get into these trades off of alerts. I want to go and actually look at the chart and see what it's telling me. Because if I would have looked, the level pro was not telling me to sell. The arbitrage Z, it did, but the level pro didn't. So yeah, just, you got to know when to trade and when not to trade, especially if you're looking for trade setups that could potentially take 2 to 3 days. You want to be very picky on your selection. So like I mentioned, gold and silver, 2 pairs that I'm looking at. The 2 pairs that I'm really looking at this morning. Like how this background is red, but if price does end up just respecting here, I'd be more inclined to buy. And for silver, if this gives me the sell signal, then I'll sell. But even the level pro is not looking like it wants to sell. It looks more like it wants to buy still. So just going to be patient. Any questions? Any pairs you want me to look at, or anything you want to say? No? All right. Well, when I start to scalp later on today, when I do get in my scalps, I'll go ahead and post that on Slack, and so that you guys can follow along. I'm gonna try to edit that YouTube video just to show you guys like in real time, like last week, what I was doing with my scalping, so that you guys can see that. I'll try to post that video up as well. And yeah, but other than that, guys, I'm not seeing it. Like I said, I'm not seeing trades this morning that I want to get into. I'm still going to be alert. I'm still going to be watching, but I'm just sitting on my hands. That's what good traders do. They just, when they don't see opportunity, like, all right, I'll just wait. An opportunity will come. Like, there's opportunities in the market every single day. If I would have woke up 4 hours earlier, we would have been in profit in a lot of these trades. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you have a good rest of the day, and I'll go ahead and catch y'all in the chats. The recording will be posted up shortly.